Hey guys. Last week I answered a question about the screening process that I use for private clients who find me via my website online and who don't come through a personal connection. And then I got a few follow up questions about what it's like to see clients in my house. So I thought I'd just record a quick video for you today to share that with you. So you are actually looking at my yoga studio. Let me move out of the way. That's my yoga studio. I took the whole basement. It's not a very big space at all, and it's carpeted. There's a lot of things. Let me just say this to start. There's a lot of things that are not ideal about the setup that I have, and it works great anyway, and I really love it. So I'm in the basement. That window that is closed behind me is the only natural light, so that's not ideal. But I really try to make it super cozy. I've got candles, I've got salt lamp, I've got the diffuser, and I think it feels really nice down here. And I've got my desk and my computer set up, so I always have to keep like all my office and work and desk stuff super neat and tidy. You can't see my desk, but it's just like a big thick piece of glass. So it's got this like very kind of open, streamlined look. I've got a really nice big chair, which you can't see in the corner. It's a cozy, sweet space down here. So I love teaching clients in my house. People were asking about the legality of it. This, I believe, is an issue that's determined county by county. I haven't heard of it being completely illegal in any county, but I can tell you the rules in my county, and then you would be able to look up and see the rules in your county as well. Whether or not you can run a business out of your home, is determined by a few things. The rule in my county is you are allowed to run a business out of your house, a client-based business that sees people, as long as you don't ever have more than 4 people here at the same time, and I don't have any employees. I think if I had more than 4 people here at a time or full-time employees who were here, then I would have to be zoned differently. Like I'm just in a very residential area. And so technically I think I would have to be and have some kind of business zoning to see more than 4 people or to have an employee. But I don't, so it's not a problem. So that is all that I know about the legality of it. I'm registered as an LLC. I pay my business taxes. I have everything on the up and up. It was a very simple process. There was really nothing hard about it at all. I do know a couple teachers who teach like bigger group classes in their homes. And so it's probably fine. I don't know the rules about that. Again, it could be a county thing. And my county I know is Montgomery County in Maryland is very strict about stuff. So like one teacher I'm thinking of who I know sees clients in her home, but she lives like way out in the country. I can't imagine like that it would be an issue. So if you're interested in seeing clients in your home, first of all, I love it. I can't recommend it enough. And you would just want to Google. It's not hard to figure out, the business zoning and residential area laws in your county. So it's that simple. So there's a bunch of things, even as much as I love it, there's a bunch of things that are not ideal. One is we don't have a ton of natural light. 2, there's not a separate entrance to the basement. So that means that clients have to walk through not very many steps, but a few steps through the living room, which means the living room has to look nice all the time. Sometimes what happens if for whatever reason there's a bunch of junk in the living room, I don't pick it up. I mean, I don't clean it up. I just like pick it up and move it and put it in the dining room where they can't see it. And the living room still looks super nice. So the setup works pretty well given that it's not ideal. I have a small half bath right by my front door. So clients come in, I welcome them, I offer them a glass of water, I offer them the bathroom if they need it, and then we come downstairs together, then we're downstairs, and we don't bother the rest of my household. My fiance, Zach, works from home a lot. So just like the 10 minutes that my clients are coming in, going to the bathroom, coming downstairs, and then same when they leave, he's not usually around. He either goes upstairs or whatever. But when I'm teaching down here, he goes to the kitchen, he walks around the house, it's not a problem at all. So it's been really nice for me. It's allowed me to see more private clients in less time. It also allowed me to charge a lower rate, which in my area I needed to do to have as many clients as I want. That's what inspired me to start seeing clients at home in the first place. Is when I moved from New York to DC, I kept my same private client rate that I had in New York, which I knew was high for this area. Even though DC is by no means a cheap city or an inexpensive city, it's still not as expensive as New York. And so the cost of living is a little bit lower here. So keeping my New York rates made me quite a bit higher than most other people in the area. I had a few clients, but not enough to be as busy and to make as much money as I needed. So we moved into this house, and we only rent here. So that's also not ideal. I'd really love to buy a house, but that's hard and expensive and may or may not happen in this area. I'm not sure. But when we rented this house, we knew that the intention was for me to see private clients here. As soon as we moved in and got the space set up down here, and I opened up private lessons at just $40 cheaper than my other rate had been, my practice grew very quickly. It was the price difference that I needed for people to be able to commit to weekly private lessons. So that was great. So it's allowed me to see more people, to have a more regular, steady schedule, to make more money, and to be home more. And so that all the work that I offer for teachers, there's more space for me to do it, which is good because I love it and it's very time consuming. So, so that's my experience working from home. I'll just tell you one more thing. So the basement is carpeted, which again seemed super not ideal, but we bought for Christmas a couple years ago. Zach bought me this portable dance floor that you see. See, it's wood back there. And we just put it down in that little corner. And it works so well. We thought it'd be weird on the carpet, but it's nice. It's a little bit springy. The wood is super nice, simple, beautiful wood floor. And it feels kind of cozy. If you've ever been in a big yoga studio teaching a private lesson, it can feel cavernous, to be in this huge space and just teach one person. So we're in this very sweet, contained little space back there, and people really like it. I had a few clients who I was seeing at their home, and when I opened the space here, they decided to come see me here. Partly, I think the price difference, but partly they loved the cozy container. And it's without a doubt easier to teach inside a container that you control. After 10 years of teaching 25 private clients in insane conditions, in gyms with 15 other people working out in them, in offices with TVs on, in family rooms with kids running around. I taught mostly in mayhem for all of my 10 years teaching privately in New York City. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much about what I cared about, what I wanted to prioritize in my teaching, and how to teach in less than ideal conditions. So I'm so glad I had that experience. And in some ways, teaching in a really crazy, busy place, it forces a kind of learning that doesn't happen in a more serene environment. So it's awesome. I loved that. And the fact that now I get to teach about 90% of my private lessons here in this very cozy space in my basement. It's a dream. It's a dream come true, especially after all those years running around New York City, just burning myself out. Now it's I only go outside to go for a walk and when it's nice out. And I needed that. I did enough of the running around, and I'm super happy to be here. So that's the, insights that I have. Not very many, I understand, about what it's like to teach in your house. But let me know what questions you have, and I can do a follow-up video if you want. Okay, bye for now.